What up? What up? It's Jeff, and I'm doing my day trading recap on the day. Today is, what is today? Shit. Thursday, January 23rd. So I just got home, so I wasn't able to do my recap earlier this morning. And yeah, so I want to get this done. And yeah, so I traded TER at the open here for a gap and go trade. TER beat earnings. And I traded this in the past in the last earnings, so I did have a good feeling that this thing could rip at right at the open and potentially sell off based on what it did last earnings on positive earnings report. But I have about 3 minutes here to explain my trade, and then we can go into depth of the previous earnings. But yeah, so I saw get that out the way. I saw this thing sell off and immediately got bought back up, printing this beautiful bullish hammer here. Once it reclaimed VWAP, I got super interested in this trade here. So right when this thing bounced, it pulled back, bounced off VWAP. I took it long here with my stop right here. So I had about a 46 cents risk on this trade. And immediately this thing worked in my favor. So I took my first partial at 3 to 1 here. I took 50% off, and this thing just squeezed up. Man, this was like a massive squeeze. So I was in around 79.43, and yeah, this thing just immediately squeezed, going all the way up to $81. So we did have levels here. Again, this is at all-time highs. I did forget to mention that there are no levels above this. This is all-time highs. The only level that I had up here was pre-market highs, which was $81 right here. I apologize for this thing that keeps popping up. But yeah, so this thing squeezed up and I took another 50% off here at, this is 4 Rs here. This thing pulled back. Once it reclaimed, got back to pre-market highs right here at 81. I took another quarter off. And at this point, I felt like this could possibly trend higher. But I did set my stop, a hard stop at the rest at break even here. And eventually I did get stopped out, as you can see here. Let me zoom in here. Yeah, so I got stopped out here. But all in all, it was a really good trade. And like I was saying, I've traded this in the past, previous earnings, and it did the same thing, which is very unusual, but it is what it is. So here was the last earnings. It gapped up and it sold off. So I did have a feeling that this could possibly do it again based on what it did on the previous earnings. But I want you to notice that this thing did eventually. Sorry that this thing keeps popping up. Um, I think it's because it's after hours. I don't know. But yeah, you can see that this thing made a beautiful move higher, even though on that earnings, this was also positive earnings and it did just start trending up. So I do expect this to do the same thing. It did have really good earnings. Yeah, so be on the lookout for this for a possible continuation play. And yeah, so that was my trade on the day. I did take a couple swing trades. So lately I've been super swamped with work and I'm not getting home till super late. So my main focus has been swing trading, and I'm only really able to day trade probably like this week. I've only traded twice this week, and yeah, so I took a couple trades. I put on a couple trades, new trades this today. I did put on a trade on plan, and it's pretty cool because I haven't updated it. So this was earlier this morning. So this is an update. So this is exactly what I saw here, as you can see on plan. So we do have a beautiful cup and handle pattern here that I was seeing, building a beautiful base. I am seeing this beautiful flag pattern here. And what got me interested in the stock, this is a computer software stock, and lately computer software has been a really hot sector here, as you can see. And so these have been on my main watch. And as you can see here, this thing pulled back. Let me zoom out a little bit here, as you can see. So another earnings winner, as you can see. So this right here is that earnings gap, pulls back, reclaims it. I want you to see this breakout here. There's a breakout level right here. And this is the actual key pivot point for the breakout for the cup and handle. But here's this beautiful flag pattern. So it has a nice little run, breaks out of this key level here. Notice that, pulls back, very important. I want you to notice on the rip higher on that breakout, confirm breakout with good volume. And what piques my interest is on this pullback, very beautiful pullback on decreased volume. That's very, very, very constructive. So when you're seeing things like this, that's very, very constructive because to me, this is what's telling me is that the big boys are still in this move. They're still in this move. You can see all this accumulation bars here, pulling back, beautiful flag pattern. I want you to notice it retests that breakout. Also, you have the 20 moving average. So this is what piqued my interest. So I got long here at, let me see. I got long at 55.98. And so this chart is, I haven't even refreshed it because it was saved on my computer. This was earlier this morning. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh it for you and see what happened end of day. So this was earlier this morning. You can see the time here. You see it right there, 11:09. Okay, and so this is East Coast time. East Coast time. I'm in the West Coast. So what is that? 8 o'clock, 8, 9, 10, 11. 8 o'clock. And so let's update this chart. See what it looks like now. And as you can see, beautiful, beautiful follow through. So, on increased volume. So volume's decreasing, bounces off that moving average. Also this breakout. Yeah, so that was one trade that I put on. I also put on another trade on Alley for a beautiful continuation play. Let me pull that up here, Alley. And yeah, you can see it here. I got long right around 32.22. I got in a little early before the red to green move, but I really like the price action on the intraday. It pulled back, immediately got bought back up, and was holding the 32 level. So let me actually pull this up on an intraday time frame. Pull up the 5 minute and let's switch this over into, let's do 3 days, the last 3 days. Yeah, so as you can see, I really like this price action here, holding these levels right here around, I think it was like 31.90, but I set my stop right below the low of the day. But I really like the price action, how it bounced off these key levels here, just hugging 32 level here. And once it started coming back to this key level here, on the 5 minute, I just got long at 32. I got filled at 32.22, and sure enough, I got some follow through. Broke out high of the day, and this line here for that beautiful red to green move. And yeah, so I'm currently in those two trades. I did have a couple trades that I had the previous day. I had a trade in SDC, had a trade in Spotify, I had a trade in Neo that I all closed. But yeah, I'm gonna do more videos on swing trades, stocks that I am currently watching. Hopefully you guys really enjoy these videos. I could definitely do more stocks that I do like for potential swing trades. Let me pull this up here. And actual stocks to watch for tomorrow as well is Team. Team's a really good stock to watch. Beat earnings. I believe the last time I checked, let me see here where it's at. After hours, an amazing earnings report and price action to support the move is, yeah, Team. So it's currently up 9.67%. So it's opening at 145. This is going to be an amazing move here. So this could be a potential gap and go. This is all-time highs here, this level here. So at 149 level here is the all-time highs, which is a key pivot point for breakout traders, right? So this thing is going to open up around 145 area, right around this area to come tomorrow. That's going to be a beautiful one to watch. Another one to watch that also had a really, really good earnings report was Intel, INTC. So INTC here. So I usually like to do all my homework the night before. That way I have a game plan come tomorrow. So INTC, let me see here, is up 5.6%. It's currently at $66. I do not believe that this is at all-time highs, but let's check just to be sure. Look on trading view here, INTC. Pull up that chart. Let's pull up a monthly chart. that we can actually see. Yeah, so wow, so all-time highs here is around 75.57, 75, yep, 75, 76 area, and this was back in 2000. So this thing is going to be opening up around $66. And again, this thing reported really, really good earnings. And these are the stocks that I love to watch, stocks that have good technical patterns. This is a beautiful technical pattern. I mean, you can clearly see that this is clearly in an uptrend. Um, Here, let me pull up TradingView because it shows you, bigger picture. Let's pull up the daily here. And yeah, as you can see, clearly in a beautiful uptrend. You see on the last earnings report, massive earnings beat. And then as you can see, what this is called a post earnings drift. And so these are the things that I love to catch when I swing trade. It's how I build my watch list is stocks that beat earnings. And because you can capitalize on these big, beautiful earnings drift. And these are the reasons why I watch these particular stocks. But yeah, I'm gonna cut this video short. I don't want to make this video longer than it already is. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you guys have any questions, comments, feel free to leave it at the bottom. And oh yeah, I'm gonna post another video by my man Rishi, who I also trade with. Man, he's a really, really good trader. So be on the lookout for that video. I'm probably gonna post it right after I post this video. But I hope everyone has a beautiful Thursday evening, and I will see you guys tomorrow.